Wow. Prisoners is a movie that follows a lot of people, mainly Hugh Jackman and his family goes over to Terrence Howard's family's house for Thanksgiving, and their two smallest daughters go outside, and then they're missing. So they bring in a detective played by Jake Gyllenhaal, and he's trying to solve this mystery: who took the girls and where are they? All the while, Hugh Jackman has his own way of going about justice, and this movie is great. Like, seriously, I was looking forward to this movie so much. If you watched my fall movie preview, I was really into this trailer. It looked so good. It had so many great actors and actresses in it. All the elements seemed like they were there for a great movie to happen. And I freaking love this movie. The main thing that actually drives this movie is the acting and how great it is, because you have Hugh Jackman in this role. I think he would be technically the main character, or Jake Gyllenhaal. They both have similar amount of screen time. But Hugh Jackman in this movie is the best he's ever been, and I mean that seriously. This is his best role, his best acting I've ever seen from him, and he's amazing in this movie. Because he's just this distraught father, and there are things he does where you don't think that, I don't know if I agree with that or what he's doing, or I don't know about that. And it's just, he plays it so well in all of the scenes. He encompasses this character and just makes you feel like he truly is a father who's lost his daughter. And Jake Gyllenhaal in this movie was also amazing. He plays this cop, especially after End of Watch last year. I think he just, when you see him as a cop, you just buy it because of that. And he's just so good in this movie as well. All the things that he has to go through in his day-to-day life, along with his police chief and how shitty he is, and all these different leads he has and they dry up, and just the despair he has when he's trying to solve this case. And then Terrence Howard's in it, Viola Davis is in it, Maria Bello's in it, Melissa Leo is in it, Paul Dano is in it, and they are all great in this movie. Everybody in this movie is fantastic. One thing I loved about this movie was the fact that it did not ever try to do shaky cam or anything like that, and I get it's not an action movie or anything like that, so you don't think it would have that, but there are just some really great long shots of just people talking, and it's just so interesting, and you just get sucked into this story, and you just want to keep watching people talk, which could seem boring if it wasn't done well or it wasn't interesting, but this movie just has a great premise, and the dialogue is fantastic. It's all realistic, there's no stupid lines in there. And the mystery aspect of this movie actually had me guessing, if you look back on it, obviously, after you've seen the movie, you could say, oh, well, there's that piece, and there's that piece, and that's how that connects to that. But in the theater, I was on the edge of my seat. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen. I had theories in my head. I like to theorize really stupid plot twists. Thankfully, none of them happened. But I was just sitting there. I was really enjoying it. I wasn't sure where the movie was gonna go next or what was gonna happen, and I loved that. This is definitely not a movie that you will go into and have you'll have a great time, and after you come out of the movie, you'll be so happy and everything. No, this is a very dreary, dark, disturbing movie with some scenes of violence that I wasn't expecting. I was expecting some things to happen, but it was just brutal sometimes in this movie, and I'm trying not to spoil anything, so I sound really vague, but just this movie had some really disturbing scenes of violence, and it was just, some of those things are still ingrained in my mind. I would suggest having something happy lined up after this, because it's just one of those types of movies where you'll go into it, you're just gonna sit there for 2.5 hours, and it's pretty depressing, so there's not much happiness to come out of this. Prisoners is a fantastic movie. Definitely go check it out. It's just, I implore you to, because this is just one of the best movies I've seen all year. All the acting is fantastic. The dialogue's interesting. The mystery aspects of this movie and solving this case was just, it was enthralling to me. I'm gonna give Prisoners an A just because the rewatch value there is just, I don't know that this is a movie I'm going to want to go back and rewatch a lot, because A+ movies are ones where I know that I will buy it and watch it again and again. Like Place Beyond the Pines, that is not a happy type movie, but I will watch that movie again. Blackfish is a great documentary which I will have and buy when it comes out. and I'll show it to people that haven't seen it because that's something that should be seen. Those are just examples of A+ movies I've had this year, so that's why I can't give this movie an A+, but it still gets an A. It's a great movie. So what did you guys think of Prisoners? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? What was your favorite performance of the movie? Mine, personally, I'd have to go with Jake Gyllenhaal, although I think that he and Hugh Jackman are both Oscar-worthy in this movie. Write your beautiful comments down there and tell me what you think, and if you like this video, hit that subscribe button down there, because if you don't, I'll kidnap your kids, and that's disturbing, so I'm messed up.